If you feel like you're always pulling a heavy rope uphill, like the more you try to prove yourself, the less valuable you think you are, you're not alone. What if there was an easy way to get what you want and improve your value? Combining the strange power of reverse psychology with the old wisdom of Stoicism, this method can help you reach your full potential and earn respect no matter what. In this article, we'll look at 10 Stoic-inspired ways to turn the tables and make yourself incredibly valuable. Hold on tight, because we're about to change the rules of the first game. Write down your goals. Figuring out what you value is the first thing you need to do to improve your value in the Stoic world. This means giving some thought to what matters most to you at your core Stoicism. A philosophy based on ancient wisdom puts a lot of weight on knowing yourself and your values. By writing down your values, you're basically making a compass that helps you make choices and act in ways that are in line with your values. Think of your ideals as the guiding stars in the vast sea of life. They are always there, steady and reliable, leading you through the waves of life's unpredictable events. Stoics thought that people could find their guiding principles by looking deep inside themselves. They said, when you know your core values, you know what to do. You get the practical method of Stoic philosophy helps people make sense of the complicated things that happen in life and encourages them to live by their values. This is more than just acknowledging it. It's a deep understanding that shapes the decisions you make every day. Think of your values as the pillars that hold up your character. They give you a solid base on which to build a life that is both meaningful to you and in line with the Stoic ideals of virtue and wisdom. In a Stoic context, defining your values goes hand in hand with developing wisdom. It's about understanding the basic things that give your life purpose and meaning. Your values guide you, shedding light on the way to a purposeful and honest life, as well as making choices that are in line with your beliefs. As Stoicism suggests, creating a feeling of inner harmony isn't just about what you do on the outside. It's also about how your values shape your thoughts, words, and actions. Figuring out your values is the first Stoic way to make yourself more valuable. Not only does it make you more valuable, but it also brings you in line with the timeless ideals of Stoicism. Number 2. Accept what you can't change in order to live a good and happy life. One of the most important lessons of Stoicism is to accept what we can't change. At its core, Stoicism tells us to recognize and accept that we can't change some things in life. This knowledge encourages a mental shift that urges us to let go of the heavy weight of trying to change things that are out of our control. Life moves along its own path, like a river. Stoicism teaches us to manage this river while being aware that some currents are out of our control. It's like knowing that we can't change the weather, but we can adjust our sails. This Stoic principle tells us to develop a mind that can tell the difference between things we can control and things we can't. For example, picture trying to make a statue out of water and impossible feat. The same Stoicism tells us to save our energy and mental resources by focusing on changing the parts of life that will bend, but not fully changing the parts that won't bend. By internalizing this basic idea, we free ourselves from the chains of needless stress. It's like taking off a backpack full of worries that we can't change. Letting go is a conscious choice to reclaim mental space that can be better used for things we can control. Think of a serene garden. Stoicism tells us to take care of the flowers we can, even though we know that some may bloom beyond our reach. This peaceful way of living accepts the ebb and flow of life, lining up our hopes with the way things really are. This is why the Stoic philosophy tells us to deal gracefully with the rhythm of life, knowing that not every note is in our creation. When we accept the things we can't change, we start the path to tranquility, resilience, and a deep appreciation for the parts of our lives we can change. It's a choice to focus our energies where they matter, which creates a mindset that thrives in the midst of life's unpredictable currents. Build your strength. There will be ups and downs in life, and that's where Stoicism can help you find your way. Think of it as the tools you'll need to handle the turns and twists that are coming your way right now. Let's talk about resilience, a word that is used a lot, but has its roots in Stoic thought. The Stout. These old wise people thought that problems are not roadblocks, but rather stepping stones. They taught us to see problems not as things that get in the way of our progress, but as chances to grow as people in the world of Stoicism. Being resilient is like having a gift. It means being able to get back up after something bad happens. Think of it as your mental and emotional armor that protects you from life's storms when it comes your way. Stoicism tells you to face your problems head on. It's not about escaping them, but about turning them into chances. This way of thinking says that every struggle is an opportunity to learn more about yourself and gain a better understanding of life. Stoics thought of resilience as a muscle that can be strengthened. He saw problems as workouts for this muscle. Each problem you face is like a workout. It may be hard, but it makes you stronger in the long run, according to Stoics. As you can see, these ancient thinkers were all about focusing on what we can control. Resilience, in this case, means adapting to the things we can't change and finding strength in chaos. Imagine you're sailing through the sea of life and all of a sudden there's a storm. Stoicism is the compass that helps you find your way through those rough waters. Waters and perseverance are your strong ship that will not only get you through the storm but also make you stronger when it's over. Stoicism tells us that being resilient means more than just getting through hard times. It means thriving in them. In order to grow, you need to turn failures into comebacks and use the obstacles as stepping stones. When life throws you a curveball, remember your journey. Bring out your inner Stoic, take on the challenge, use your superpower of resilience, and turn that problem into a stepping stone on your way to becoming the best version of yourself. In the world of Stoicism, problems are not obstacles, they are chances to grow. Be happy with a little Stoicism, an old theory based on common sense that stresses the importance of being happy with what you have. This timeless concept helps us enjoy the little things in life. Stoicism is based on the idea that our true sense of happiness is not affected by material things or outside situations. Instead, it focuses on developing gratitude and inner peace. Philosophy tells us to change our focus. From wanting plenty to appreciating the little but important things in life, elements. In the Stoic structure, this sets us off on a journey of self-discovery and happiness. Being content with what you have is closely linked to developing a grateful attitude. Gratitude is a strong feeling that helps us see and value the good things in our lives, like the sun on our faces, the company of loved ones, or the simple pleasure of a quiet moment. When you look at these small joys through the lens of thanks, they become deep sources of happiness. Stoicism teaches us that being happy with a simple life is not a surrender to a life of scarcity, but a choice to find wealth in the present moment. It urges us to understand that we are in charge of our own feelings, no matter what is going on around us. By having this attitude, we can handle the unpredictable nature of life better. By appreciating the little things, we support the Stoic idea of focusing on what's important, our inner values, our relationships, and our own growth. This deliberate shift in perspective helps us feel calm and in tune with the world around us. In the busyness of modern life, Stoicism is a guiding light that reminds us to stop and enjoy the simple joys that we often overlook, like the beauty of nature, the laughter of a friend, or the taste of a comforting meal. Seeing these moments through the Stoic lens makes them more meaningful. So, Stoicism's advice to be content with little isn't about giving up life's pleasures. It's an invitation to enjoy the richness found in life's simplicity. It's a call to appreciate the present, to find joy in the mundane, and to cultivate an enduring sense of inner peace. By taking this Stoic view, we learn that true contentment isn't dependent on how grand our circumstances are. It's an art that can be mastered by finding beauty in life's simple things. 5 treasures. Serve others. Serving others is an important part of Stoicism because it emphasizes that true value lies in making the lives of those around us better. Understanding the idea of osis, or our natural affinity with other people, makes us want to be kind and help others to make a good difference in our community. Stoicism teaches us that being connected to other people is an important part of living a happy life. By embracing the Stoic principle of cosmopolitanism, which stresses that we are all citizens of the world, we understand how important it is to serve others as a way to make a positive contribution to the human community as a whole. When we show kindness and do acts of service, we embody the Stoic virtue of benevolence. This trait shows how important goodwill and kindness are, emphasizing that our actions should be motivated by a genuine concern for the well-being of others. By actively seeking opportunities to be of service, we are in line with Stoic teachings that encourage the development of virtues. Additionally, serving others is in line with the Stoic concept of euthia, or flourishing, which emphasizes the growth of our character and the well-being of our community. By encouraging a spirit of service, we not only help ourselves grow, but we also help make the world a better place. As a Stoic, I believe in sympathy, which means understanding that everything in the universe is connected and that helping others is a natural extension of our recognition of our shared humanity. When we do acts of kindness and service, we strengthen the bonds that connect us to the larger human family. Supporting the Stoic belief that everyone has worth on their own, helping others is an important part of Stoicism, and it comes from ideas like benevolence, empathy, and concern for others. Doing acts of kindness and service that reflect these Stoic ideals not only improves our own virtue and well-being, but it also helps our community and the whole web of humanity grow in a good way. Foster gratitude. One of the most important parts of Stoicism, a theory that teaches us to be happy and grateful with the things we have now, is practicing gratitude every day. When we talk about cultivating gratitude, we're really talking about how much this way of thinking can improve our general health in the Stoic world. Being thankful is a powerful tool that can help us see our lives more clearly. When we actively count our blessings every day, we shift our attention from what we might think is missing or lacking in our lives to noticing and appreciating the abundance that already exists. Stoicism, which focuses on virtue and knowledge, tells us to deeply appreciate the things we have, no matter how small or ordinary they may seem. This practice fits with the Stoic principle of accepting what we can't change and finding joy in the present moment as we do it. When we regularly show gratitude, we train our minds to see the good things in our lives. This deliberate effort to see and be thankful for the good things encourages an attitude of abundance, supporting the Stoic belief in facing life with strength and a positive outlook. Also, showing gratitude is closely connected to another Stoic virtue called wisdom. According to Stoic philosophy, wisdom means understanding how the world works and our place in it. According to Stoic ideas, expressing gratitude shows that we have a deep understanding of how our lives and the world around us are connected. This daily practice of recognizing our blessings also ties into Stoic teachings on emotional intelligence. By consciously appreciating what we have, we become more aware of our emotions and learn how to handle them with grace and composure. This fits with the Stoic virtues of self-discipline and tranquility. This means that fostering gratitude in the context of Stoicism is more than just being happy. It's also about developing a mindset that fits with Stoic virtues. According to the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, this practice makes gratitude a core part of our personalities and improves our general sense of worth and well-being. 7th, connect with people. Building strong relationships is an important part of Stoicism, an old philosophy that values real connections and the support they offer. The focus on social bonds comes from the idea that people are social beings and how we interact with others has a big effect on our health. Stoics who believed in virtue and wisdom thought that building important relationships was in line with their core values. The idea of osis, often translated Stoics, believe that we naturally form caring and compassionate connections with those around us. This natural affection is the basis for building strong connections, as Stoics believe it is important to show empathy and understanding to others. Stoicism also supports the idea of a larger community or society that shows how all individuals are connected. Because we are all linked, the quality of our relationships affects the harmony of the community as a whole. The Stoics knew that having a strong support system is important for getting through life's challenges because it gives you emotional or support, encouragement, and a sense of belonging. Spending time building meaningful relationships is in line with Stoic ideas about developing virtues like justice and kindness. By making connections with others, people make society stronger by encouraging a sense of mutual care and responsibility. Stoicism also urges people to be philanthropic, which means being kind and willing to help others. Being generous and making a positive, uplifting setting are important parts of making strong connections. This is in line with the Stoic idea that helping others improves your own virtue and brings you happiness. Stoics believe that the best way to build strong relationships is to spend time and energy in making real connections. This is because relationships are valuable for both personal growth and the well-being of society as a whole. People not only follow the Stoic virtues, but they also build strong support networks that help them live a happier and more satisfying life. When Stoics talk about taking responsibility, they mean that people should recognize and accept responsibility for their acts, whether they were good or bad. This isn't just about admitting when you're wrong. It's also about having a deeper understanding of how your choices affect your life and the people around you. Self-awareness is a big part of Stoicism. It encourages people to think about their choices and the effects they might have. By doing this, you are teaching yourself Stoic principles. To follow the Stoic philosophy means to believe that your deeds shape your character and values. The idea of logos, or the natural order of the universe, is linked to taking responsibility. When you understand your part in this order, you become aware of how your actions fit in with the bigger picture. Giving your life meaning and purpose and taking responsibility for your actions is not seen as a burden, but as a way to become more virtue. Stoicism says that when you take responsibility, you develop virtues like integrity, honesty, and accountability. These virtues make you a better person and add to your overall value as an IND person. From a relational point of view, following Stoic principles when you take personal responsibility makes you more credible and trustworthy. Others see you as a trustworthy person who will stick by their choices and learn from their mistakes. So, in Stoicism, taking responsibility is more than just admitting you made a mistake. It's a conscious effort to align your actions with your value, which helps you grow as a person and be more resilient. It's a promise to live by the wisdom of Stoic teachings, building a base for a more meaningful and good life, so on the path to self-improvement. Remember that taking personal responsibility isn't just admitting when you're wrong. It's also about becoming a better, more trustworthy, and more useful person. Build up your work attitude. Building a strong work ethic based on Stoic principles is one of the best ways to increase your value in many areas of your life. The wise Stoics pushed for excellence in all activities, recognizing the huge benefits it has for both personal and professional growth. In Stoic philosophy, excellence, which is sometimes called virtue, includes, it's more than just being good at a skill. It also means that our deeds are in line with high moral standards. When you promise to do everything with excellence, you live up to the Stoic ideas of virtue and wisdom. This gives you a sense of integrity and purpose. Having a strong work ethic based on Stoic ideas means giving your jobs your full attention. The Stoics thought it was important to do one's duties and responsibilities with care. If you approach your work with dedication, you accept the Stoic virtue of justice, knowing how important it is to do your duties to the best of your ability. Focusing on the trip rather than the end goal is another thing that Stoicism teaches. Developing a strong work ethic is all about the process, the journey to reward excellence and continuous improvement. This fits with the Stoic teaching that we should accept what we can control and let go of what other people do. By focusing on the present moment and doing your best, you live by the Stoic principle of being aware. In addition, a strong work ethic that is in line with Stoicism means staying strong when things go wrong. Stoics knew that problems and setbacks were inevitable. By seeing these problems as chances to learn and grow, you develop the Stoic virtue of courage. This resilience helps you grow as a person and raises your value by showing that you can handle problems with grace. In the working world, having a strong work ethic makes you stand out. Employers and co-workers respect people who constantly show dedication, commitment, and a desire for excellence. By living by Stoic values at work, you not only increase your own value, but you also make the workplace a better place to be on a personal level. Developing a strong work attitude that is in line with Stoicism can help you feel more purposeful and fulfilled. The feeling of accomplishment that comes from knowing you put in your best effort is in line with the Stoic idea that you should be happy with good deeds instead of material things. This inner drive becomes a driving force in your personal growth. Basically, building a strong work ethic based on Stoic principles means doing tasks with excellence, enjoying the journey, and committing to your responsibilities with dedication. Being aware of the present moment and keeping strong when things get hard, putting these ideas into practice at work will not only make you more valuable in the job market, but it will also help you grow as a person and give you a lot of satisfaction. 10. Think about it every day. One of the most important rules of Stoicism, a theory that values self-awareness and personal growth, is to think about it every day. This practice involves thinking about your actions and thoughts for a few minutes every day. It's an easy but effective way to improve your overall worth. Stoicism, which comes from ancient wisdom, puts a lot of weight on self-reflection as a way to get to know yourself better. If you do this every day, you're practicing a planned act of mindfulness, which is a very important idea in Stoic teachings. For Stoics, mindfulness means being fully present in the present moment and watching your thoughts without judging them. If you make daily reflection a habit, you will be in line with the Stoic concept of wisdom. This wisdom is more than just knowing facts. It's about understanding the deeper parts of your personality and behavior. You can start a journey of self-discovery by regularly questioning and reviewing your thoughts and actions. An important part of Stoic thought as well. Writing down your thoughts every day is a way to practice the Stoic ideal of moderation. Being temperate means being moderate and in control of yourself. By thinking about your urges and emotions, you can better control them. In turn, this helps you grow as a person and become more resilient. Important parts of Stoic lessons in the field of Stoicism. That is why thought is linked to the virtue of justice. Thinking about your actions and relationships honestly makes sure that you are fair to others and to yourself. Stoics believe that a person who acts fairly makes society a better place for everyone. In addition, St. Augustine's ideas about grit and resilience are in line with daily reflection. It takes strength to face your flaws and the guts to learn from them. Stoicism teaches that problems are chances to grow, and that thinking about them makes you stronger so that you can deal with the problems that life throws at you. Daily reflection is similar to the Stoic idea of living in harmony with nature. In Stoicism, nature includes the natural order of the universe. By understanding this order and aligning your actions with it, you can create balance and tranquility in your life. Making reflection a daily habit is an easy but profound way to apply Stoic ideas to your life. It's an intentional effort to embrace mindfulness wisdom, having temper justice, courage, resilience, and harmony with nature. If you do this activity regularly, you will start to improve yourself. In the Stoic tradition, you should always be improving and raising your value. If you follow these 10 Stoic principles, you will start to change and show that you are capable of constant growth and resilience. Remember that true values don't need to be manipulated. They need to be built up from the inside out. These Stoic principles are the key to unlocking this potential, so use your newfound knowledge to get started. Use your inner Stoicism to get through the day. Putting these principles into practice will have a positive effect on your life. If this journey speaks to you, please share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you want to see more motivational videos, subscribe to our channel. Remember that the journey of self-improvement never ends. Stay strong, grow, and use Stoicism as your guide to find your most valuable self.